Hello, everyone. Patrick here, the Business Friday, coming to you on a Tuesday. In this video, we are going to sign up for a free trial of Trello, and then we're going to build out an IT project with a backlog, what we're working on, and what we've finished. All right, so let's learn a little bit more about what Trello is. So it's an Atlassian product. It is basically the same developer that developed Jira bought Trello, so they're compatible. But what we're going to do, we're just going to set up our free trial. So let's look at the different pricing before we get started here. We have a free plan. That's going to be good enough for us, but there is a standard plan, a premium, and an enterprise for $17.50, and you get a lot more space and features. But for what we need, we are going to be doing just fine with the free version. Go back to the home page here. I'm going to put in an email, so let's sign up. Sign up, it's free. All right, awesome. We're going to sign up. Welcome to Trello. Real simple. This is nice. Build your first board. All right, let's do that. Here it says it all starts with the board. We are going to build out a IT project tracking board. For this board, we are just going to have, so now it's asking us to organize our board with lists. And here, this is where we are going to put our titles. You can see here, to do, doing, done. We can also skip all this, but we might as well set it up. It does give you a good template for the first time to set up your board. So the first list we want is the backlog, because we're going to be tracking everything that we want to do in the backlog, and we're going to be prioritizing that backlog. Then we're going to be to do. We'll use their doing. And we could use done, but it looks like we're going to have to, it doesn't give us any more space to add more columns. Cards are your building blocks for things you need to do, organize, or share with teammates. So we're going to skip this. We're going to actually put these in later. Here you have the ability to invite your team members. And right now, it's just me, the Business Friday. So when you get in and build your board, you're going to be entering all your friends and teammates in here so you can all collaborate, because that is the name of this course, collaboration and leadership. So you're going to be collaborating using Trello, and you're going to be leading your team. It says one last thing. Oh, that's to enter your email, other people on your team. We're going to skip that. And we don't need the premium. We're good with what we have. I guess they have in some built-in automations, unlimited power-ups. Yeah, we don't need any of this. We're going to be fine just what we have. All right, so this is great. Look at this. We have the backlog, to do, doing, and I'm going to put completed. So you can see here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 different areas to add tasks. I think that looks well on this board. You can put more, but then you have to scroll back and forth. So this will work out great for us. Let's go through and add a couple cards. So the first card, they have project planning and kickoff meeting. We actually, in our backlog, we need to build an HR dashboard. That's one of our IT projects. And let's go into that card and see what else we can add to the card. So we're going to be able to open the card, and there's all kinds of other features here that you can add to each card. This is in our backlog. You can add a description, HR dashboard. I'm going to save that. We have our members, our labels, so we can change the colors here. I like green for our HR dashboard. This is neat. You can add a checklist. And here we can add different items to our checklist. So for our HR dashboard, we are first going to have to gather requirements, add. Then we're going to have to build dashboard, prototype, gather feedback, test, and deploy. So what's neat about this, you could have multiple projects even on one board, or you could break out different boards. So you could have an HR dashboard, you could have a dashboard for budgeting, you could have a dashboard for finance, you could have a dashboard for all the different parts of your organization, engineering, building out prototypes, whatever your business does, you can create multiple boards. And then we have dates, so we can put some dates in here when these things are due. We could add attachments. We can put a cover, and we can add custom fields. So maybe we don't like that. There's not everything that we want on here, so we can add custom fields, add power-up automation. We're not going to use that. That's beyond this tutorial. We can move the actions. We can copy, make a template, archive, and share. So that's a lot that we can do. So here we are on the dashboard. I'm going to add just a couple more items. We're going to do some training. These are just examples. We're going to do some mock-ups. And we are going to do some deployments. All right, so here I am in Trello, and I have all these things that I need to get done. Well, I think I'm going to get rid of the to-do because that's basically the backlog. That's pretty easy. We are going to go here and we're going to archive this list, so we don't want to see this anymore. And we have the backlog, what we're doing, and what's completed. So we are actually doing the project planning, and we can move the card over here. It's that simple. So this is just a super easy way for you to track a project. This is similar to using a board in Jira, using stories. It's similar in issues in Jira. It's similar to using Planner in Microsoft. They're all similar, and you can really customize how you want these to look. So here I am. We are now working on training also, and we finished the planning. So next we're going to go through the different options on the Trello board. First, we're going to look at workspaces. I only have one right now. We can look at the recent boards, and that's where you'd find them here. If we starred the board, we could find that under, obviously, the starred important boards to access them quickly and easily. And then here's all kinds of different templates. So this is pretty neat. If you have a one-on-one meeting agenda, an Agile board template, that's kind of what we're building here, but I'm sure they have a nice one already pre-built. Company overview, design huddle, Kanban template. So these are really neat. Project management. Maybe we'll see. Let's see what the Agile board does, but we're going to do that after we get through the side pane here. So we're going to click on the different boards just like we saw. There's templates that we can take a look at. We can filter on our boards. We only have one right now. We can look at what members we have, workspace settings, the table view, and if we added different items and due dates, we see them on the calendar. So really this has so much functionality. You really do not need the premium workspace to get everything you need, especially if you're using Agile, you're a startup, you don't need all these features. They actually seem to me they get confusing. I really love just the simple board. So we'll go back to our board, IT project tracking board, and there it is, super simple. Our backlog, our doing, our completed. And if you wanted to run your board differently, easy, go ahead. add another list, move things around, build it as you like. All right, before we end this video, let's take a look at one of these pre-built boards and see. I'm going to go back up here to templates, and I want to see what the Agile board looks like. So we're just going to call it Agile board template, Trello, visibility. You can do it private, workspace. So let's look at those. Private, only board members can see and edit this board. Workspace, all members of my team can see and edit this board. Or public, anyone on the internet can see the board. Only board members can edit. So that's interesting. You could put that out to your website and everyone can see what you're working on, which is kind of neat. You can add this probably to your outside website. What we're going to do is to leave a workspace, and we're going to hit create. Here I am on my board, and we have a lot of different types of lists. So we have done, understand that. A sprint. So a sprint is a grouping of different tasks. So you can add some sprints, and you can see here it's the top of the sprint and the different levels. What's in progress, on hold, next up, any questions, marketing ideas, junk drawer, room for improvement. So anyways, this goes on and on and on. You don't need all these, and you can even add more. But what you can do is just delete the ones that you don't like and add the ones that you do like. Like I would probably just use, I like to have a backlog. I like to have in progress, done. We could have some sprints so we know what sprint we're working on. Sprints usually are 1 to 4 weeks. The average is 2 weeks. And you can use that to determine what you're going to work on for the next 2 weeks. Next up, I don't use that. On hold, that's kind of like your backlog. I don't know why they don't call it backlog. That's what I would call it. That's Trello's way of doing Agile and building on an Agile board. And the nice part is you can customize it also. Looks like there are the calendar. You can get to the calendar here. The power-ups. Let's click on power-ups. This is the premium feature. Oh, so I guess, hooray, power-ups are now unlimited for everyone in Trello. Enjoy the extra magic you can create with your teams through endless customizations to your board. So I'm not going to go through these, but this is cool. You can add a Gantt chart, or you can add your Trello board to Jira, which is super neat. I'm sure you could go both ways, that you could use Jira and add either way, either your Trello board to Jira, your Jira board to Trello. So that's really neat to have that integration. But that's the basics right there. We can go on for hours to really take a deep, deep dive into Trello. But this is going to get you up and running. I mean, I would use it. This is great. You just could create a board. You can even track your tasks. Let's say it's Halloween and you want to look at all the things you need to do. What you need to get your Halloween costume. You need to go and get some Halloween scary things to put on your front of your house. You need to get some scary music. You got to get ready for the Halloween party. I mean, you need to get your board ready. What's on the backlog, what you've completed, and what is being done. So they do have a lot of functionality here in Trello. Okay, great, everyone. I hope you learned enough to get up and running with the Trello board. I'm excited for you to use this and collaborate and be that leader that you are, and use Trello to lead those teams, make progress, and accomplish everything that you want. All right, great. We'll see you in the next video.